Hey guys, it's your girl Miss G, and you know what time it is. It's G time. It's time to get up, get active, and get it together. My purpose is to give advice, encourage change, and empower success. The goal is for us to grow, elevate, and excel. Everyday action is required for change, and you have the power to create change. Oh my gosh, it's a wonderful Thursday. It's beautiful where I am. However, I've been taking a little hiatus. I've been gathering my thoughts and revamping some things, restructuring some things, rebuilding some things, and I'm really excited for where Miss G Talk is going. I'm really excited for the new opportunities. I'm really excited to share with you what will be taking place in the next few weeks or so. However, I still have to wait. So, I wasn't really going to come on, I wasn't going to say anything. However, I think after the day we had yesterday, it is so important to remind you and myself that we still have the power to create change. I know when we see things like the chaos that we saw yesterday, the disgusting display of I don't foolishness. I don't even know a better word. It was just horrible to watch things unfold the way they have. It gets very discouraging, and it can just bring up feelings of anger and sadness, depression, anxiety. Watching the news yesterday for me really brought on very negative feelings, and where I am in a position of empowering, encouraging, and giving hope yesterday felt so it was so discouraging. I didn't feel hopeful yesterday. I was very angry and sad watching what was happening, and having to explain those things to my three children who are looking at what's going on, to feel just the hypocrisy, as we fight for freedom, for people of color to not be murdered and discriminated against, for racism to end, as we try our best to protest peacefully and to get the message across that this is wrong, and to watch what happened at our nation's capital yesterday was just beyond words. It was really hard to even put something encouraging together. And so I find that in times where I don't have anything positive to say, I'm going to be quiet. I think I learned that from my grandmother a long time ago. Said if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. And so you know what? I'm going to step back and I'm not going to say anything, because I don't want my frustration and my anger to be carried across to other people. Because then when we're all frustrated, when we're all angry, when we're all, in these deep negative feelings, excuse me, when we're all in these deep negative feelings, sometimes we don't think as rational as we could. And so yesterday, it wouldn't have been great for me to come on and inspire and talk about positivity and hope, because yesterday it was very it was something that we just needed to take some time from. And so today, as I'm here, I was watching the news again this morning, which at some point you're going to have to turn it off. You're going to have to walk away, because it will spark those emotions of anger and sadness up all over again. And that's one way to reduce our stress, is just to limit our time from social media, the media in itself, from negativity, and really spend that time, that alone time, that quiet time, speaking to yourself, encouraging yourself, giving yourself positive affirmations, praying, allowing your body to just center back and find some relaxation. So today, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to tell you to breathe, and I want to tell you to take a deep breath and allow the anxiety to decrease. And so I'm not going to just say it, I'm going to do it with you because I want to show you the proper way to take a deep breath and show you the importance of taking a deep breath. So I'm just going to read from therapistaid.com on deep breathing. Deep breathing is a relaxation technique performed by purposefully taking slow, deep breaths. Purposely, right? When practiced regularly, deep breaths provide both immediate and long term relief from stress and anxiety. So, as you can hear, I'm trying to breathe. I can hear the wheezing coming on. I have asthma. And so maybe I haven't been breathing and taking deep breaths as much as I think I have because there's some stress there. There's some tightness there. And it is constricting. Is that how you say it? It's really it's making it hard for me to breathe at this moment, and it could be from the increase of anxiety of what's going on and watching these things. You know the fear, the panic, even though those are things we don't really like to talk about because we pretend like it doesn't exist and it doesn't happen because it's not supposed to happen. When the reality is, if you have ever been in a situation where you felt like your life was in danger, where you felt like people around you were targeting you based on how you look, you know, there is an anxiety and a fear that comes up. If you haven't been racially profiled and you haven't been in a situation where you didn't know if you were going to make it out, it may be hard to explain what that feels like on the inside. And so I think it's important for us to just reach people where they are, meet people where they are, and not to tell people how they should feel and how they shouldn't feel, but to be there in times of distress and stress to be a positive reinforcement to say that we're going to get through this together. My opinion may not match how you feel, so therefore let me take my opinion out of this and just be there for you in this moment. I may not understand what you're going through. I may not get it based on my experience, but your experience is very real in itself. And because you have experienced this, let me just be there for you without telling you what I think, without telling you how you should get through this. But let me just be there with you in this time to say that I am here for you, right? So let me get back to deep breaths. So what we're going to do is something called I like to do 5-5-5. The example that they give here is 4-4-6. I'm going to do 5-5-5. It's easier to remember because it's just all fives. And so what we're going to first do is take a deep breath in for 5 seconds. And I'm going to count like this because it's hard to talk when I am taking a deep breath. If you are listening to the podcast and you don't see me putting my fingers up, just count to yourself 5 seconds. So take a deep breath in for 5 seconds. Hold it for 5 seconds. And we're going to exhale through our mouth for 5 seconds. Just like that. Take a deep breath in for 5 seconds and you can count in your head. Hold it. And release through your mouth. One more time. Take a deep breath in for 5 seconds. Hold it. And exhale. I don't know about you, but I can feel the decrease in the tension in my neck, the tension in my head. I had a headache yesterday. Just trying to figure all this out just gave me a huge headache. One thing I will like to say is when you are taking a deep breath in, it's important to put your hand on your stomach. And as you take a deep breath in, your stomach should expand. So, taking a deep breath will look like your chest and your stomach should expand. And then as you release that breath, you want to exhale through your mouth and it should go in, right? So as you go out, as you take a deep breath in, it should go up. And as you exhale, you should feel the tension and stress just release from your body. And so what it says is, sit back or lie down comfortably. Close your eyes if you would like to. When you're learning, try placing your hand on your stomach. If you breathe deep enough, you should notice the rising and falling with each inhale and exhale. The most important thing to do is to take it slow. Sometimes we do it so fast and, we just continue to have our breaths be very rapid. And so one thing it tells you is during periods of anxiety, the body triggers a set of responses called the stress response. Breathing becomes shallow and rapid, heart rate increases, and muscles become tense. In opposition to the stress response is the relaxation response. And that's what I want you to focus on, the relaxation response. Breathing becomes deeper and slower, and the symptoms of anxiety begin to decrease. Deep breathing triggers this response. So it's important today as we continue to watch what's going on, as we continue to fight for justice, as we continue to remind ourselves that we have the power to create change. Even when it looks like it looks around us, we still have the power to create change within ourselves. Slow down, take a deep breath, focus, refocus, put yourself back into a positive mindset. Remember that your frustration does not have to take away from your motivation. In fact, let your frustration be your motivation to continue to push you and empower yourself for change. You have the power to create change regardless of what you see, regardless of the foolishness that's out there. I know it gets discouraging. I see it. I hear it. I understand. And I know for myself that sometimes I just have to quiet myself, put myself in a quiet place and pray and allow God to speak to me and to calm me down and to remind me that I am fearfully and wonderfully made, that I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength, that I continue to have the power to create change no matter what's going on around me, and to put my focus and my trust in who I depend on and allow him to use me in the way that he is using me. You have the power to create change. You still can do it. It's 2021. You haven't heard from me all year long. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. It's still a new year. It's still a new day. It is yours. You go and get it. You have the power to create change. I pray that it was helpful for you today. And I also pray that you continue to have hope. Have hope. And know that things will change and things will turn around. We just have to believe and we have to keep moving and we have to keep fighting to get to where we need to be. That's all I have for you guys today. Have a blessed day.